Hello and welcome to Election Night 2020. Today we have the Democratic primary and Bernie Sanders, the Senator from Vermont, Elizabeth Warren, the Senator from Massachusetts, Joe Biden, the VP under the Obama administration, and Kamala Harris, the junior senator from California, all vying for the Democratic nomination for President of the United States. Today's the day of the Iowa caucus, and Bernie Sanders will be the winner in the Iowa caucus. Joe Biden is in second place, Warren in third, and Harris in fourth place. And taking a look at the map, we can see only one state is filled in, and that is the state of Iowa. But today is the day of the New Hampshire primary. The winner of the New Hampshire primary will be Bernie Sanders, and he will take home 25 of that state's 32 delegates. Taking a look at the map, Bernie Sanders extending his lead, and now we're going to go to the Nevada caucus, and the winner of the Nevada caucus is Kamala Harris. She'll take 21 out of 43 delegates. Taking a look at the map, Bernie Sanders still in the lead, with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in second place, Elizabeth Warren, third place. Today's the day of the South Carolina primary, and the winner of the South Carolina primary is Joe Biden. He will prevail in South Carolina. And taking a look at the map, Bernie Sanders still in the lead, however Joe Biden is creeping up on him in second place. Kamala Harris in third, Warren in fourth. Today's the day of Super Tuesday. On March the 1st, we've got a lot of new polls. In Texas, a big win for Joe Biden, another win for Joe Biden in Texas. Going over to the state of Georgia, another win for Joe Biden in Georgia. In Virginia, another win for Joe Biden. 99 delegates will go to him in Virginia. In California, 362 delegates, a big win for Kamala Harris in California. In Tennessee, 70 out of its 76 delegates, Kamala Harris, the projected winner. Out of the Alabama race, Kamala Harris, the projected winner, 29 delegates. In Massachusetts, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner, 83 out of 116 delegates. Out of his home state of Vermont, he'll take 24 out of its 26 delegates. In Oklahoma, another progressive state, going for Bernie Sanders. In Minnesota, 40 out of its 93 delegates, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. Coming out of the state of Colorado, 68 out of 79 delegates, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. We've got metrics coming in from the Democrats abroad, 8 out of 9 delegates, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. Taking a look at the map, you will notice that Elizabeth Warren is not on, and that's because Elizabeth Warren has dropped out after dismal Super Tuesday results and has endorsed Joe Biden. And today, Kansas, Nebraska, and Louisiana, they will hold their primaries today. Coming out of Louisiana, a big win for Joe Biden. Kamala Harris taking one vote from Louisiana, another big win for Joe Biden. Coming out of Kansas, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner, 20 out of their 37 delegates, a big win for Bernie Sanders. We've got metrics coming in from the great state of Nebraska. Bernie Sanders will take the majority of their delegates. And taking a look at the map, Kamala Harris in the lead with 479 votes to Joe Biden's 420 to Bernie Sanders' 397. Today's the day of the Maine caucus. No surprise out of the Maine caucus. Bernie Sanders will take 25 out of their 30 delegates. Taking a look at the map, Bernie Sanders still in third place, however encroaching on Joe Biden. And today's the day of the Michigan and Mississippi primaries. In Michigan, 100 delegates for Bernie Sanders, a big win for Bernie Sanders in Michigan. We've got metrics coming in from Mississippi. 20 delegates of it will go to Kamala Harris. Taking a look at the map, we can see Bernie Sanders now in the lead with 524 delegates to Kamala Harris's 502 to Joe Biden's 423. Today's the day of the American Samoa caucus. No surprise, out of the American Samoa caucus, Joe Biden, the projected winner out of the American Samoa caucus. Taking a look at the map, Bernie Sanders now in the lead with 527 delegates to Kamala Harris's 503 and Joe Biden's 430. Today, all the states that you see, most of them swing states actually, other than Illinois, and we've got big wins to make. Florida, 209 delegates, of which will go to Joe Biden. We've got metric coming in from North Carolina. Joe Biden will take 98 out of their 121 delegates. A big win for Joe Biden. Coming out of Ohio, another big win for Bernie Sanders. He's only 10 delegates off from taking all the delegates. The other 10 shared between Biden and Harris. We've got a big win coming out of Missouri. 49 out of their 84 delegates will go to Bernie Sanders. A big win for Bernie Sanders. We've got more metrics coming in. Illinois, 180 delegates will go to Bernie Sanders. And now taking a look at the map, Bernie Sanders now in the lead with 939 votes to Joe Biden, 744 to Harris's 538. Today's the day of most of the Midwest primaries, Utah, Idaho, and Arizona, most of which will go to Bernie Sanders, including Utah, 36 delegates, and Idaho, 25 delegates. But coming out of the state of Arizona, Kamala Harris, the projected winner, 40 delegates. We've got now Bernie Sanders has passed the 1,000 barrier with Joe Biden in second and Harris in third place. Today's the day of Western Saturday, and all of them will go to Bernie Sanders, including Washington, 98 delegates, Hawaii, 29 delegates, and Alaska, 14 delegates. Taking a look at the map, we can see Bernie Sanders now in the lead. We do apologize. Washington, Alaska, and Hawaii are not filled in. But today's the day of the Wisconsin primary. In the Wisconsin primary, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner, 38 out of 96 delegates, a big win for Bernie Sanders. Now taking a look at the Wyoming caucus, and Bernie Sanders, the projected winner out of the Wyoming caucus. Now we can see that the map has fully activated now, so Bernie Sanders now in the lead with 1,201 delegates to Biden's 824 and Harris's 621. Today's the day of the New York primary. No surprise, out of New York, Joe Biden, the projected winner out of New York primary. Taking a look at the map, we can see Bernie Sanders still in the lead with Joe Biden in second place and Harris third place. Today's the day of the Eastern Seaboard primaries, and we've got many major projections, most of which are for Biden. In his birth state of Pennsylvania, he will take that state and 198 delegates of it. He'll also carry his home state of Delaware by an overwhelming margin. Only one delegate for Sanders, the rest are all for Joe Biden. We've got metrics coming in from Maryland. He'll take the majority of their delegates. And coming out of the state of Connecticut, 49 out of their 70 delegates, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. Coming out of neighboring Rhode Island, most of their delegates, again, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. And taking a look at the map, Bernie Sanders still in the lead. However, Joe Biden is almost is in second place, is almost touching Bernie Sanders. Kamala Harris in third place. Today's the day of the Indiana primary. No surprise, out of the Indiana primary, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. Today's the day of the Guam caucus. Coming out of the Guam caucus, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner. Taking a look at the map, we can see where the candidates are doing well. Joe Biden doing very well in the east and the south. Bernie Sanders doing very well in the Midwest. And Kamala Harris doing well in California, Nevada, Arizona, and other southern states. Today's the day of the West Virginia primary. No surprise, out of the West Virginia primary, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner out of the West Virginia primary. And today, the day of Kentucky and Oregon primaries, both of which will go to Bernie Sanders. In Kentucky, with 36 delegates, and Oregon, 40 delegates, both of which for Bernie Sanders. Taking a look at the map, we can see Bernie Sanders with 1,625 delegates to Biden's 1,394. Kamala Harris is yet to approach 1,000 with only 710. Today's the day of Virgin Islands and Arkansas. They'll hold their primaries today. Coming out of Virgin Islands, heavy Biden territory, 11 delegates, Joe Biden, the projected winner. Coming out of Arkansas, another southern state going for Joe Biden, 18 delegates will go to him. And taking a look at the map, we can see Virgin Islands now filled in on the side. And in the Puerto Rico primary, we can see in Puerto Rico, Joe Biden doing very well in Puerto Rico with them. Now taking a look at the map, we can see only a few states are outstanding, most of which are in the Midwest, plus New Jersey and New Mexico. Today is the day of all of these primaries, and in the New Mexico primary, Kamala Harris, the projected winner, 20 delegates will go to her. In New Jersey, 100 out of its 142 delegates. In New Jersey, Joe Biden, the projected winner. Out of the South Dakota primary in South Dakota, 10 delegates will go to Joe Biden. But in North Dakota, Bernie Sanders, the projected winner in the North Dakota caucus. Coming out of the state of Montana, neighboring Montana, 19 out of 27 delegates will go to Bernie Sanders. Taking a look at the map, only the District of Columbia is outstanding. We've got a major projection from that, we do apologize, Joe Biden, the projected winner out of the District of Columbia. Now we can see all the Sanders states are connected apart from the Northeast. And then the Biden states are spread out in the east, which are all touching. Then there's South Dakota, and then there's Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Then the Kamala Harris is spread out across the country with wins mostly in the south. Today is the convention, and there is a brokered convention because no candidate reached their qualifying mark. And we've got some breaking news to bring you right now. Kamala Harris has endorsed Joe Biden and has dropped out of the race. She has moved all her delegates to the Biden column. But Joe Biden has suddenly stopped the count and has endorsed Bernie Sanders. That means that Bernie Sanders is the nominee of the Democratic Party for presidency of the United States. He will be the Democratic primary candidate. You can see them erupting at Sanders' headquarters. Now he will be the nomination for President of the United States of America. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment right down below. Thank you guys all for watching. This is my 40 subscriber special. I'm at 39 right now, but I decided to post it anyway because I figured I wasn't going to get that extra subscriber if I wasn't going to post another video. So hopefully I get there pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.